Briefing Friday, the 18th of August. Let me start with our reactions to the attacks in Spain. President Juncker condemns in the strongest possible terms the cowardly terrorist attacks that hit Spain. In a letter to Prime Minister Rajoy, he has offered the Commission's deepest condolences to all the victims, their families, and to the people of Spain. He pays tribute to the security forces and heroic actions of those on the ground in Barcelona and in Cambrils. As of now, we know that 13 lives have been tragically lost. Dozens more were injured in these senseless attacks. Our thoughts today are with those injured and all those caught up in these attacks. A minute silence was held just now, and the Commission's flags fly at half-mast to honor all the victims. As President Juncker said in his statement and his letter, the Commission remains at the full disposal of the Spanish authorities for any assistance needed. We are closely following the situation in Spain as more becomes known. I would like to finish by reading from President Juncker's statement and letter, which can both be found online. This cowardly attack has deliberately targeted those enjoying life and those sharing time with family and friends. We will never be cowed by such barbarism. Tomorrow, through the World Humanitarian Day, we will honor humanitarian workers who constantly put their lives on the line to save those of others. And ahead of this day today, we've issued a statement by High Representative Vice President Mogherini and Commissioner Stylianides. There's also a comprehensive memo explaining EU funding and emergency response tools helping those affected by crises. The statement and all the press material are available online. With that, I'm free for your questions.
Hi, Annika. Completely unrelated matter. End of July, the ministers of Austria, Germany, Denmark and Ireland sent a letter to Commissioner Thyssen concerning the indexation of child benefit payments. Has the Commission received this letter? When can the Member States expect an answer? And has the Commission changed its position?
We can confirm that we have received the letter addressed to Commissioner Thyssen, who will respond in due time. On family and child benefits, I believe the position of the Commission is well known. On the 13th of December last year, the Commission proposed a modernization of the EU legislation on the coordination of social security schemes. The European Parliament and the Council are currently discussing this. Most of these rules have been in place for decades, and they seek to coordinate national systems, not to harmonize them. In this proposal, which was the subject of a large consultation, we confirm the well-established principle that for the same contributions paid, the same benefits are due. This is both fair and common sense, as well as a key principle of our single market. Johannes is here, and he's standing in for Christian, and I'd like to refer any follow-ups to Johannes on the sideline. Thank you. Any other questions we can help you with today?
Sorry, I'm really unwelcome guest today. Brexit related, there are reports that the Commission negotiating team is not really happy with the proposals that came out of London, and that the second phase of negotiations about the future relationships could be postponed to December. Is there any comment from the Commission?
I think we gave extensive comments in the press room earlier this week, which I'm sure Dan is happy to reiterate for you. As for the second question on the timing, I think Michel Barnier has been very clear that sufficient progress is needed on all three areas before discussions on the future relationship can begin. We've always said the next negotiation round is scheduled for the week of the 28th, and we leave the rest for the negotiators. I think Michel Barnier has also said, and I'm quoting him here from the 6th of July, that on this rapid and sufficient progress, we hope it can be made so that work can begin as early as this autumn on the preparations for building our new partnership, which we hope will provide a framework for economic exchange and cooperation between the UK and the EU on various matters of common interest, including security, fight against terrorism and defense. Like I've said, we hope that rapid and sufficient progress will be made on these three topics. Thank you. Any other questions? No, I don't see anything. Then let me thank you for your questions this week. Tove Ernst is on permanence over the weekend. And on Monday, Alexander Winterstein is back here. We're still in this room. And I wish you all a quiet and safe weekend.